Hey, so DMAX asked about the A rifler role on CT side Overpass. Kind of looking at like the EU semi-pro scene. So we're looking at ecstatic here. There's two matches in specific Nine Pandas and against Nine Pandas and against ENS Academy. So we're just going to kind of look at those like from uh, from a tactical overview to see how kraghen, if I'm saying it right, is playing as the A rifler on Overpass. So um, kind of something I want to do is like just like look at like quickly overview to see like where he's playing with CSGolens. So this is like this website where you can just like as long as it's like a match from at least a month ago, you can just do this for free, which is cool. So you can like pick the team, the map, and then here we'll be able to see like the Nine Pandas in the ENS Academy match. So let's just start with the ENS Academy, and then I actually have the demo for Nine Pandas that we'll like step through after. But this way we just have like a decent idea of like what kraghen's doing. So it looks like he has dualies here. If you see like in connector here, the enemies do what looks like a B pop out monster, and he just rotates and flanks, right? So over here in like a little Google Doc we have to the side, we just be like, okay, pistol round, like dualies in middle of con, like hiding or holding. Second round, so this is against Deagles. Looks like kraghen just goes for the long peek and just like chases down Potty behind this. So this may be see how kraghen's just kind of in like running in here and then just kind of like seems to be like looking right where Potty is. This may just be a read like anti-stratting. And it looks like as far as the teammates, Salazar was just top con here, and then Pete's deep con and didn't see anything. They come back to mid. kraghen's playing a good off angle here where he's hiding behind block. And the enemy's fountain can't see him. So yeah, really good stuff. So it looks like kraghen gets a 4K from there actually. So that's anti-eco. So we have a long swing and then clear playground, then go party or block. So I'd write that down kind of as like an anti-eco. So this round looks like Salazar is doing something very similar. So this round, the enemies are also doing kind of like P250s and Deagles, it looks like. So I think kraghen mollies mid, throws an HE mid, is just listening for top con, playing bathroom. So Salazar is getting a lot of info from swinging long. So they kind of did something like similar in terms of just like taking that long A fight. Seems like a pretty favorable fight they want to take. So that's like another one is same thing, like having teammate play around like divider around top con for steps, for footstep info, and following back to bathrooms, right? So here's our first gun round. So kraghen's mollying mid, going right into con, playing in con kind of in this cubby over here. They smoke bomb con, kraghen's just holding the smoke. So gun round is just, start in con. So it might be a read here that maybe they like to jump through that smoke. And it looks like uh, Henu ends up finding kraghen from the flank after. So that's a gun round starting in con. Here we have another gun round. So the Alper's mollying T-stairs, flashing mid, kraghen's just HE-nating over here into playground. Um, it's just like doing this is really good because it's like forward. It's just like pressure and presence, and then they're able to fall back. And now the enemies like look how much the enemies have to do here. Like they're because they know that like there's a Molotov and there's a flash and an HE. So now they're like smoking front bath, like ideally mollying divider or mollying the back Estrella setup, trying to clear out these angles, maybe pop flashing in. And like the CTs are just kind of hanging all the way back, which is nice. So they're hanging back. They're hearing that the enemies are clearing. So here it looks like Salazar has a nice flat pop flash play. So this could kind of be like this is like feign fountain presence, and this was also really good because they were taking fountain a lot early in this half. So the enemies definitely are a little bit more cautious because they're thinking, oh, like these guys keep swinging fountain and taking stairs on us. Feign fountain presence, then play from sight, eventually pop flash to peek sands, and then play slant. So sands being like this area, like near divider, and then slant being like this area, which has like the shadow advantage right here, and we can look at that later. Looks like I think kraghen gets actually killed in this round. So let's keep going. So this one's like kind of anti-force. They have like an AK. So kraghen's mollying mid. Teammate also molly playground. Self flash. Nading. Falling back. Salazar's going for an alt pick. Yeah, see how they're kind of doing a similar thing where they phasing the smoke, getting two. Pretty good. And having a teammate here for insurance, which is really nice. I mean, it's really nice to see that this play is happening. If you like pause right here, it's really nice to see that kraghen is like phasing the smoke and Nodios is like clearly baiting kraghen and like playing the shadow advantage angle, and they're not going to expect him. So it's kind of like insurance, which is really nice. And then you have the Opera here that's holding like front bath slash like peeking long. It looks like Henry is actually going to sneak up and be able to get the free op kill. But really nice round by them. Really nice job of like using teamwork and kind of doing like a purposeful bait there. That was nice. Um, so again, that was kind of like feigning fountain presence and then playing from sight. So now we can break this into oops. Now we can break this into like sub bullets. Um, Eventually smoke deep divider and phase the smoke. Another like these are kind of like different plays you can do off of faking the fountain presence that we're seeing. So early round, it looks like they're not even mollying this time. Now they're just flashing mid. Full buy, so just flash mid, and then kraghen's just in con, gets naded, gets mollied. It's kind of playing on con stairs. So really playing like kind of solo here. Oh, and this is a really nice flash. So look at this here. It looks like either I think Patty flashes from this flash right here. Patty flashes from B site on top of default into the con door, which is blown open, and then kraghen is able to swing off that flash and find a blind player. Um, so this is like start and con. So this is like hold enemy smoke. Again, we can like kind of break these down into like sub points, right? So hold enemy smoke or ask B teammate to flash con door on call, right? So that's a really nice play. Be able to clear con, and then the enemies, they know that kraghen was in con. So maybe something to keep in mind is like, boom, got the kill. Yeah, kraghen smokes, but doesn't know if the enemies are in water or not. So he tries to escape mid, and unfortunately they try to pinch kraghen before he's able to fall back. So it was a good idea to try to get the kill and fall back, but enemies are just like trying to trap him. So I think maybe he could have waited a little bit longer to see what to do with his smoke. You know, he could have like seen like, oh, all his utils being thrown mid, and then put his smoke down bench. At like once he didn't see anything deep con, just as like an escape plan, I guess. But let's go to the next round. kraghen smoking mid, nading deep, playing solo A. So looks like just like smoked mid, naded deep, and then now is just playing long, playing off of info. So it's like they literally this team's doing like 4B. And it looks like I think Salazar starts over B and then rotates to. It looks like jump up right now is just holding the midline. Goes back towards B. Let's see another gun round. So this could be like smoke, stairs, nade, playground, play, solo, long A for intel. So playing for intel is like basically as soon as kraghen see like kraghen's not going to fight to death on this long angle. See here, like look now they're going long A, and kraghen's probably just going to keep like trying to jump spot jiggle, like see enemies out and be like, oh they're out long, right? And the enemies are making a ton of noise, so like they know exactly what's going on. It's like okay they cleared long, now they might go clear bath. Like kraghen's able to fall back, um, and play back divider. So this is another like sub bullet. So after falling back and play back divider. Gets hard cleared. But yeah, good try. So this round, they're mollying T stairs, nading. Okay, so this is a pretty typical round I see a lot is having like your AWPer flash for the rifler fountain. So let's just say like uh, get pop flash fountain. It's good like round start plan, and then afterwards kind of look towards top con and fall back and play from sight. Sorry, my headset just turned off. Place from sight if no contact. See the next round. This is against a force. So kraghen's just kind of playing around long bath here. Opper divider. So, let's see. Long bath while op is divider or front sight. So unfortunately, they just come and flank kraghen. Another gun round here. kraghen nades deep mid, seeing typical stuff. They're doing the double Molotovs for T stairs and playground. Playing in con now. Yeah, the enemies are just doing good. This is like a good default from the T's to do here, where they have like one player in con that has like all the info that they're not pushing through, and multiple players working mid where they're smoking front bathroom, mollying divider, and they're able to kind of like isolate this con fight, where they're able to find this pick here. So I think the CTs, yeah, they flash. So this is a really good play to do, honestly, if you start in con, is also to ask B teammate to flash above con for party fight. Um, yeah. So basically, if you see here, the B teammate Nodios is flashing from water above con to blind this angle here, and it looks like Potty's only holding this line, and the riflers are kind of responsible. And when the flash pops, um, I think Potty just peeks out, or maybe Potty got a little flash. I'm not actually sure. Hard to tell. But anyways, another good play to add to our book of things we're seeing. Um, So this round they're just playing, this is just like their eco round. So we can ignore this. 2 more rounds to go. This one's an anti-force. So kraghen is just playing back divider. Playing forward, what they do? They did a Molotov, playing back party, like the block again. This is a good angle to find a 1v1, especially when you have the AK. Goes for the B flank. Um, let's say like anti-eco slash force. Because these are like things where, we're seeing kraghen be a little bit more aggressive. So this is the first time we're seeing triple A. So Salazar goes for the con pick. Patty is this angle right here holding playground, which is very strong. And kraghen's holding the off angle fountain from like the bottom bench, basically, probably crouched. Which is this is a cool setup to see. So like this is their triple A setup. Triple A setup. So op and con, kraghen bottom bench holding fountain off angle, and then Patty back party rail holding playground. Cool. So let's see how this unfolds. So they walk mid. kraghen finds one with the off angle, gets traded, and Patty also gets killed from the same player. So unfortunate. They still have the AWP up on A though. So and they finally all pick. Okay. But great half from them nonetheless. Anyways, now that we have kind of this notes here, so again, like let's just like keep in our heads like, gun rounds seem to be starting in con, feigning fountain presence, and then playing from sight, smoking stairs, nading playground, playing solo long A for intel. Basically same thing as feigning fountain presence, but like instead of playing from sight, you're playing from long A. So maybe these could be actually collapsed into one. Getting pop flash fountain early and a triple A setup. So these are all things to keep in mind that we've seen kraghen do in one match against Ents Academy. So now we're gonna watch another match, but actually look at the demo now, and let's try to like keep in mind if we're seeing like the same tendencies, I guess, between the demos. Um, and then we'll get a good idea of like kind of like what was maybe like anti-stratting and what was like typical for in kraghen's like playbook. So this time it looks like kraghen's in water on pistol with dualies. Unfortunate. So enemies have all Glocks. This is kind of like an anti-eco. Playing in con. Just gonna pull up the notes on my phone. So this is the first like anti-eco like compared to the last demo that we see kraghen kind of playing in con, but it might be because kraghen has the MP9. Enemies are out water, crunching water. Good by them. Front A spawn. Molly for T stairs. Oh, I need to actually pause my clips here. There we go. Smoke T stairs. Nade playground. That was a really good nade. I dunked on him. Playing con. So we, yeah, just kind of feigning fountain pressure and then playing in con. And this is again like where we saw like, look, they do the same play where they have a teammate flash into here and then kraghen kind of runs down and clears out these like close angles. Now it's just holding like a good kind of off angle. He's able to find a mid kill here with again with the flash. Like look how nice this is. kraghen's like, okay, I'm not really like hearing much. Like, could you flash above con? I'm gonna peek mid. Boom, flash pops. Found the kill, didn't see anything. It's really good teamwork by them. Using flashes here is extremely key. So they're mollying. kraghen knows that like the molly wasn't gonna tick him, so he was able to stay here, which was nice. Able to catch this player out. Yeah, they collapse on him. Really nice, honestly. Like the good teamwork there. Like asking for flashes. Definitely something you should try to incorporate. Having like your B rotator or your short player knowing those nades. Again, just kind of making presence early on A. And we have the AWPer kind of holding the mid line. kraghen is currently standing on the trash can holding long. This is a pretty funny angle. I haven't seen that one before. That's nice. So clearing out long, has contact. What happens when we have contact? Asking my teammate to flash divider. So again, like asking the teammate to flash divider to be able to get out, using a smoke to escape. It's unfortunate that gets tagged. And then the AWPer here is just playing from sight. Knows time's getting low. Smokes front baths, holding sands. Peeks long. Here we go, Salazar. Let's go. Let's get another one. Nice try. So kraghen smokes B and has a. So it just looks like they're feigning A control while they're all stacked B. I'm sure they're going to go for water control or something here. Like they're boosting up. They're going to do like a. With 4 here. Oh, they're doing a triple boost. Finds them. Rotates back to A. So again, like the beginning of the round was like feigning A, which we saw before, and then just kind of playing from sight. Like it's really effective on overpass because like even like here you see this smoke and everything. Like the T's like want to get this line here on A, and it's like it's very like telegraphed though when they do that because they have to use util because there's so many different angles. Nice try. Alright, so teammate mollies T stairs. kraghen's just playing in con. This time they don't open con. I guess maybe they. I'm not sure if they open con or if the kraghen's teammates open con. But anyways, anti-force. Find all the kills. It was nice that kraghen was kind of playing patiently there too, because he's also like the cutoff of like, oh, like they might turn around and go back towards B or go back towards A, and he's kind of like responsible for if they try to go through con, like kraghen's gonna stop them, right? Basically guarding against like around the world strats. So again, playing long bath, having a AWPer playing divider, holding party. This seems to be pretty typical for them. We didn't see this too much. They just, yeah, they did feign a lot of fountain pressure, but it seemed like they usually fell back I think we only saw this maybe once from the last demo. So this is like a new thing that they're mixing in for this match in particular. Shadow advantage angle. Yeah, like getting those 2 kills there. We back that up and slow that down just so we can see that the shadow advantage is just really strong here. He hears them and then like look right there. Kraghen sees on the floor like the moving guns, and if you see on the floor, like right to the bottom right of the T, again the shadow advantage. So Kraghen's basically like able to pre-fire these duels. I think he even dinks him. That's a wild shot. Yeah, that was awesome by kraghen. Like sick round. Basically just won the round there. Yeah, so long bath, I mean, like prioritizing like shadow duels, especially on CT side, I think is just like extremely favorable. Even with CS2, I know like shadow angles are getting a little bit crazier, especially. But yeah, so they feigned mid control and they're just kind of, they're AWPers just holding this mid line. I'm sure that they have Condor open. Salazar was able to find a mid pick, and then kraghen's playing an off angle in here. I think in the, they like feigned it, and then kraghen was like jump spotting long and came back and is now playing like slant. This is something we saw in the last demo. Salazar doesn't have any flashes. The only person that could flash is Patty, so Patty could flash above mid for kraghen to go for a peek here. I don't know if we'll see it, but okay, so the divider smoke. So last time we know that they phased the divider smoke. See, this may just be a read that they know that like if you smoke divider, maybe this team likes to boost behind it. Could be something they saw in a previous demo. Could just be intuition, but very nice by them. Mauling T stairs. Just like feigning fountain control. Looks like the AWPer's just going to hold long A all around. So kraghen's in con, blowing up the door, just to create presence. They start clearing out block, which is like telegraphed. Like to kraghen, he's like, oh, they mollied block, like they're probably gonna pop flash this, and then like come and swing this. So he's thinking like, oh, there's at least like maybe 3 towards A is probably like what they were guessing. So it was good by the T's to be doing like kind of like a fake. And I think they did a nade stack off of that. Looks like maybe like a triple nade stack. So kraghen's just kind of playing retake A. This is a really good angle up here because like I think this like glass is basically impenetrable. So it's like just free info basically. And I think the AWP was just holding long for a while. Self flash. They're not seeing anything. Enemies are going towards B. So let's check out and see what we do in the rotate. So we rotate to graffiti. Here one run towards pillar. Making some noise. Fine, one get traded. Okay. Molly stairs. Yeah, just feigning a bunch of controls. So this is the solo A round again. So let's see. Yeah, he's just doing a jump spot here. This is a really nice angle too. Like, if you're really far away, you actually don't even see this. Oh, maybe they fixed it. Yeah, you see how you don't see that light post anymore? It's still there, but if you're like a T very far away, you don't even see the light post. So actually, if you try to shoot kraghen, he has like this like metal armor in front of part of his body, which you can't even see from back here for whatever reason in CSGO. I'm almost positive that's fixed in CS2. But yeah, so he was just jump spotting and holding, and again, had a teammate rotate up. Beautiful. Just holding long. See if it'll find the timing on just peeking back on the site, having teammates. So again, just like kind of feigning A control. So now that kraghen has the AK, it's like, you know, now we have the one-shot headshot duel. Might be a little bit more aggressive. We saw kraghen actually peeking over the smoke this time. Also keep in mind that since kraghen had not been using the smoke previously, it was also very nice that like he knows like, oh, like they haven't been nade stacking it and spamming it every round, so now could be a good time to actually peek over it, you know, kind of masking the use of the smoke. Also, I didn't realize. It seems like they had like a kind of deagles and an AWP save, so we did see kraghen was doing more aggressive things on. And excuse the fire trucks. But we saw that kraghen was doing more aggressive things on anti-eco, such as like swinging long, playing block and party, right? So lines up with kind of what we were seeing in the last demo on the overview. So again, looks like we're doing like feign A pressure. Just mollying mid, nading party, playing in con. I think kraghen actually hears enemies, so this is a cool reaction. So this is so kraghen hears someone like sprinting con and is like, all right, I'm bailing. Like too much util. Like once you see like molly here, enemies are like, you know, flashing and making presence, extinguishing smokes, smoking that's when kraghen's just like, I'm bailing. Like I'm just gonna like play back on site. Like I'm solo. Like I don't want to try to 1v5 their team, you know. But like if kraghen didn't hear all of that, like might have been like, you know, like maybe it'd be better to like go back to long and play for jump spotting or all the other. What else did we see him doing? Just like kind of playing around slant. Yeah, playing back divider. But now we're just kind of jump spotting on site. We have Patty holding a good angle for the mid creep up. Looks like they're actually calling in the A stack since they have all this water control and the AWPers over here. They smoke jump up. This is a good response smoke. You just like kind of left click it off this wall. Like if they start smoking, we start smoking is kind of the idea. So now the T's can't like path up the truck, they have to like go around it. See how it changes like their pathing, now they path in the middle of sight. Patty kind of gets this like one way, they're kind of in the open. Everyone's coming out here now and like peeking. Yeah, honestly just a really good smoke, because otherwise like a lot of teams will just like path like this, where they come up here, clear this, flash pops, and then boom, we can come around here and clear sight like this, right? And if like this is smoked, and if this is smoked, and that's molotov, and this is being pop flash, it's kind of like where the enemy's going to be, like we're able to clear back dice. But yeah, so really good defensive smoke. So Molly T stairs, self flash. kraghen knows they're on Tech 9, so again, doing kind of more aggressive things, coming over here. This is a really strong angle. Like basically kraghen's looking like under here. If someone were to walk in, you would just like see their feet like under this wood. Enemies like make a bunch of contacts, so it starts pushing through and try to join the fight. So mollying T stairs, smoking stairs, party, playing over it, holding this off angle here, really good off angle again, because like the T's like they would have to literally come all the way over here to like get the advantage on you, which is like a lot of people just come up here and just kind of like try to fight here. Yeah, and they haven't been pop flashing from what I understand. So looks like Patty just did like a late pop flash for kraghen to clear fountain. So this is where it's kind of gets into it. Okay, kraghen is able to find the foot, peeks out again, gets traded. All right, and last round. Here we go. So it seems like this match, kraghen's definitely doing way more of just kind of like feigning A over and over and over. That was like the first round we really saw kraghen stick around for party. Seems like kraghen's doing it again. So yeah, Salazar has like the fountain flash ready to go again. They threw a block molotov, doesn't molly this position though. So let's see how like kraghen like says like basically Salazar has like 2 flashes. So kraghen's playing over here, holding party. Flash for me. I didn't see anything. Maybe calls for another flash. Oh no, okay, so they get killed on B, so Salazar goes away. kraghen just plays timing strike, able to find the player there. Yeah, it gets traded, like just going for more info on the party. I think again, like kraghen maybe, I don't know, in the 4v4, like kraghen didn't really know if they were in con or not. So I understand. Let's see, did kraghen have... kraghen did have a smoke, so I mean, kraghen could have, like, after getting this kill right here, could have, like, right-clicked a smoked right here to just, like, escape through it and get out, right? But I guess, like, if kraghen thought he had the read. Maybe he thought they were going to be. I guess it makes some sense. Well, anyways, so we did see a lot of the same stuff. So I would honestly just like take kind of like these little notes right here, and then just kind of like try to start mixing these in. Um, yeah, because it seems like this is how kraghen's playing A on Overpass. And keep in mind, like it is a lot like with your teammate, so having your teammate being on the same page and talking to them about where they're playing is equally important. But yeah, definitely try these out. Yeah, and Dmox, thanks for asking for the overview, and yeah, like and subscribe. Peace.